When a Rancho Penasquitos girl was diagnosed with cancer, her story made headlines around the country, inspiring countless people.
Well, tonight, her family says a local charity took advantage of their situation. As NBC7's Candace Wynn reports, according to local law enforcement, it was months of questioning and digging by NBC7 Investigates that led to the arrest of the charity's president and CEO on Friday.
The nonprofit is called Wish Warriors. You may have heard of them on social media, TV, or through their work highlighting Casey Harvey's story. After the family came to us with concerns about the charity, we found its CEO and president, Brianna King, has a criminal past and has been wanted by law enforcement in California for nearly a decade.
I come in every 3 weeks.
Within a week of Casey Harvey's cancer diagnosis, her parents got a letter.
And it was from a young girl that my daughter went to middle school with.
In the letter, the girl writes her father is Robert Bjork, and he works with the San Diego-based nonprofit Wish Warriors. According to the letter, Wish Warriors helps raise money for families of children with cancer.
You know, when they first reached out to us, it was great. Someone's gonna help us.
At the time, the Harveys had no reason not to trust the intentions of Wish Warriors, so they let the group highlight their 13-year-old daughter and her battle with rhabdomyosarcoma cancer. They soon began to see her story on social media, in local news.
For Wish Warriors and for the kids and families that they're supporting in their fight against childhood cancer.
And in this magazine article, which reads in part, Wish Warriors is supporting Casey and her family through their journey.
When they said that they're helping us financially through it, and we sort of said to our friends that's not correct, that we haven't had any money.
NBC7 Investigates confirmed Wish Warriors has yet to distribute any money to any families it's highlighted, including Casey's. The family was asked to help organize this major fundraiser and continued to work with the charity, but says their trust in it began to waver.
You shouldn't have to go through that when you're also trying to save your daughter's life.
NBC7 Investigates learned through Wish Warriors' attorney the net proceeds of the event were less than hoped. In a statement, she wrote the organization is new and small and doesn't have the staff to handle administrative duties full time. On its website, a plan to distribute donation money is spelled out. 10% to operating costs, 45% to various programs including funds for families, and 45% to what Wish Warriors calls today's most advanced cancer research. Specifically named is the Biotelesis Project.
I'm Dr. Robert Bjork, a cancer immunologist, cell biologist, and a practicing pediatrician by day.
A project where the independent researcher and the sole owner is Dr. Robert Bjork, the same man whose daughter initially sent the Harveys that handwritten letter. In addition to receiving nearly half of all donations, Bjork is also a Wish Warriors board member and the chairman of its advisory board.
People shouldn't be making grant decisions to give money to themselves.
Daniel Borkoff spoke with us through Skype. He is the president of Charity Watch, a national charity watchdog group.
You need some checks and balances there.
And also raise money to help families like Casey and the Harveys.
A check by NBC7 Investigates into Wish Warriors president and CEO Brianna King uncovered a criminal past, a past that, as of Friday, caught up to her. Our team learned while King was running the charity, she had 2 active arrest warrants in Riverside and Orange counties. In Riverside, King was charged in 2005 with a misdemeanor for writing bad checks to 2 stores. King never appeared in court. 2 years later, in Orange County, King pleaded guilty to felony charges for burglary and, again, writing bad checks. After NBC7 Investigates questions about those warrants, law enforcement arrested King Friday in Lake Arrowhead in connection with the Orange County felony charges. Currently, she is ineligible for bail. For more than a month, NBC7 Investigates has asked both King and Dr. Bjork for on-camera interviews. Neither have made themselves available. The Harveys say they don't know what Wish Warriors' intentions were. They do know whatever happened broke their trust and cost them time.
You feel so alone when your child is diagnosed with cancer.
Time they'll never get back with Casey.
You can't do something like that to a family who's going through cancer. You just can't.
NBC7 Investigates found King is facing charges beyond California. According to Idaho officials, there is still an active warrant for her arrest there for similar charges in 2007. Wish Warriors told us in June it would release information about the money raised at its golf tournament fundraiser. That information has not been provided. On our website, NBC7.com, experts provide tips on what you can do before getting involved with any nonprofit, including the importance of researching the background and qualifications of the people running them. Candace Wen, NBC7 Investigates.
In an exclusive investigation, NBC7 Investigates has learned thousands of dollars donated to local children with cancer is unaccounted for. Tonight, the attorney for Wish Warriors says it appears most of the money is gone, allegedly used by its CEO and president for, quote, personal desires. Now, according to local law enforcement, the district attorney's office is conducting a criminal investigation. Candace Wen is here. She has the response from the families. Candace?
Yeah, Catherine, just days ago, we told you about Wish Warriors president and CEO Brianna King's troubling past, a past that included criminal charges unrelated to her work for the charity and at least 3 active arrest warrants. And tonight, we are learning her fellow charity board members have filed a criminal report against her, alleging King may be responsible for squandering tens of thousands of dollars meant for those local children battling cancer. Both 12-year-old Maddie Taylor from Poway and 13-year-old Casey Harvey from Rancho Penasquitos have been forced to grow up quickly these past several months.
Some people just, I don't have words to explain. It's just all emotion.
Diagnosed with serious forms of childhood cancer, they and their families are just learning they will possibly never see the money people donated to them through local charity Wish Warriors.
I just remember them saying someone might have stole money, someone probably did steal money.
It's mind-boggling that people can use you like that.
Her intention never was to help us.
After NBC7 exposed Wish Warriors president and CEO Brianna King's past that included misdemeanors and felony guilty pleas for writing bad checks and burglary and at least 3 active arrest warrants, King was arrested July 3rd in connection with those past charges. Charges that, according to the charity's attorney, King calls misunderstandings. In a statement, the attorney wrote Wish Warriors board members had an emergency meeting deciding to cut ties with King. She wrote, at this time, it appears most of the money raised by Wish Warriors is gone, used by Brianna for her own personal desires. On July 8th, the board members learned the known Wish Warriors bank account was closed by the bank for insufficient funds in May. Brianna has all the login information for various accounts. If the Taylors' worst fears about the donated money are true,
I would feel guilty the rest of my life if I stole money and used it for my use.
The Wish Warriors board says it has filed a criminal report with the San Diego County Sheriff's Department and is fully cooperating with authorities. NBC7 Investigates has learned King's significant other is a San Diego police officer. A spokesperson for the department wrote, the San Diego Police Department opened an internal investigation immediately upon being notified of the situation. That investigation ultimately led to the apprehension of Brianna King for her outstanding warrants. We are fully cooperating with the San Diego District Attorney's Office, who is now conducting the criminal investigation of Brianna.
No, I'm not really surprised.
Rodney Harvey's daughter's brave battle with rhabdomyosarcoma cancer made headlines across the country. The Harveys agreed to be part of a major Wish Warriors golf tournament fundraiser in April.
It's really sad just for the people that took the time to donate.
Casey Harvey and Maddie Taylor say even though the money may be gone, they want to thank all the donors for their support.
I feel so appreciative, and I just love them all back as much as I can.
Maddie says she will continue to fight as hard as they love, and she believes God picks the toughest warriors to fight the toughest battles.
And I said that at the beginning of this, and I still say it. I just believe it the whole entire time.
Well, Wish Warriors attorney said she spoke to King this week, and King has not admitted to anything. Calls and emails to King by NBC7 Investigates have gone unanswered. In its statement, the board said it has stopped all fundraising activities. Candace Wen, NBC7 Investigates. To say to the Harveys?
The former CEO of a local charity stays quiet when NBC7 Investigates asks where the money is. Money meant for families of children with cancer. Well, tonight we have some new information to pass along to you. Good evening. I'm Catherine Garcia.
And I'm Bridget Naso, in for Mark Mullen. Today, that former charity CEO is admitting to stealing thousands of dollars.
After our exclusive reports, the DA's office opened a criminal investigation into Brianna King. NBC7 Investigates reporter Candace Wen has more on that missing money. Candace?
Yeah, hours ago, King pleaded guilty to grand theft. Prosecutors say if she pays $10,000 back to her former employer, Wish Warriors, she may be able to serve jail time locally. That $10K figure gives us an idea of how much money she may have stolen. Wish Warriors just sent us this statement. They wrote in part, "We do not know when or how much of payment will be made. If and when restitution is received by Wish Warriors, the board will immediately meet to ensure that the families most affected by Miss King's deceit, the Harveys, Taylors, and the Philpotts, receive distributions as has always been intended." King herself has not commented on the charges, including when we saw her at a previous court appearance. In July, our team exposed her criminal past, which raised red flags for the families of Maddie Taylor and Casey Harvey. Both girls are fighting cancer. People donated money to Wish Warriors thinking it would go to them. Their families never received a penny. The mother of one of the girls says all of this is the last thing her daughter should worry about.
This is probably one of the worst days that we have been dealing with cancer. She's having such a hard time with why and how, and we've just got to, keep her attention and keep her motivated and keep her focused on the goal.
King will be sentenced December 9th. That is when these families will get the opportunity to say something to her face to face. Prosecutors say that's when we should also learn more details about the case and how many people were affected by King's actions. Candace Wen, NBC7 investigates.
A local woman who stole at least $18,000 from a charity that helps children with cancer will spend 1 year behind bars. Brianna King was the CEO of Wish Warriors. In July, NBC7 Investigates first told you about how families with children battling cancer felt they were being used by King and the charity. King pleaded guilty to grand theft charges in September. Today, we learn more about how she spent money promised to the families on spa treatments, clothing, and trips to Legoland. One young girl battling cancer who would have benefited from those contributions says King deserves jail time.
There need to be consequences for bad decisions and poor choices. Even at my young age, I know that. Brianna, you are a mother with young children, and you should have known better than to take advantage of another child. You hurt my family and I, and you need to be held accountable.
King is not scheduled to report to custody until April 11th because she's pregnant. That's because her attorney says it's a high-risk pregnancy. The judge ordered King to begin her sentence a month after she gives birth. Casey is now in remission, and her family says they are glad it's all over. After the sentencing, King's father told NBC7 Investigates they are appalled by their daughter's actions.